Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's JP. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get straight into this video because I keep getting messages through group chat and it keeps interfering and get with my filming and keeps cutting me off. So I'm gonna try and film this as much as I can. This video will be up on Thursday. That's why I need to get this done today. Right. The topic today is about leprosy and how leprosy affects people all around the world. Yes, leprosy is a thing. Leprosy does exist. Here's a leaflet about leprosy. I will put the description. I'll put the details in the description. You can donate if you wish to. You don't have to, but if you donate, apparently. So from the 27th of January to the 27th of April 2019, your donation will be doubled by the UK government. So if, say, for instance, you donated £5, the UK government will double that, basically, so that it will go to people in Nepal. Yeah, to go to people in Nepal to help them with their surgery. I think it's like £24 for the surgery, to have their surgery done. Right, there's this guy called Ram. He's from Nepal. He's 25 years old. He basically has leprosy. He's had that his whole life. He just got married about 10 months ago, and his wife doesn't know that he has leprosy. She knows he has a disability, but she loves him regardless. But she doesn't know what caused the disability. So it says, from fear to freedom. Because of stigma and fear, Ram tried to ignore the consequences of leprosy. Ram has long carried his secret, afraid of the consequences if it came out. Leprosy is feared and stigmatized where Ram lives in the foothills of the Himalayas of Nepal. So basically, if anyone found out about that he has leprosy, the consequences for him is very serious. So he keeps this secret hidden. In addition to the fear and shame surrounding leprosy, are the physical difficulties of living with it. The 25-year-old used to work as a stonemason, requiring intricate craftsmanship, but is no longer able to work after leprosy caused his hands to curl up. So basically, I'm not sure if I can put this picture up. I'll try and do it later. But as you can see, his hands, his fingers basically is curled up. So he can't like straighten his hands at all because the leprosy has caused his hands to be in a way that he can't function it. He can't use his hands, basically. Where was I? Yeah. So with tears welling up, he told us what he loves most about his young wife. She accepts me even though I am disabled, which not a lot of people do. You know, not a lot of people will accept you if you have a disability, especially in families. Some families reject you or give you up for adoption or whatever because they find out that you have a disability and you're not going to be able. They think you're not going to be able to do certain things or live a normal life, but not being normal is overrated. So, you know, like I say, everyone's different and everyone should be treated with respect regardless of a disability or not. It shouldn't really matter, but I mean, it happens. You know, people do reject people for all types of stuff, which is heartbreaking. But she is still unaware his disability was caused by leprosy. As I said, his wife for 10 months knows he's disabled but doesn't know that leprosy has caused his disability. So living in a poor community where people and entire family can be cast out because of the fear surrounding leprosy. Would she still accept him if she knew the truth? Ram's secret is a terrible secret to bear. It was here Ram could receive a cure for his leprosy as well as life-changing surgery to straighten his fingers. Fear fills his eyes as he tells us he still hasn't. Sorry about that, got cut off because group chat was interfering with my filming and I had to stop. I had to wait until these people stopped talking before I could film again. So just bear with me. It might happen again soon. So I apologise on that. I'm lost now. I can't remember where I was. Yeah. So tells us he still hasn't told his wife he has been treated for leprosy, but having been loved and nurtured back to health by the caring staff at Anandaban Hospital, he is beginning to find the inner strength to claim back what leprosy has taken from him. So yeah, basically, leprosy. He's had the operation. He's had He's had treatment for leprosy. So that's basically they've basically taken, I think it was medication or something to cure it. So he no longer has leprosy. He's cured from that now. But his fingers are still clawed up. So he needs to undergo surgery to straighten his fingers. Will he tell his wife that he's got that the leprosy has caused his disability, or will he still keep that a secret? I don't know. It's a tough one because just because she accepts the disability doesn't necessarily mean she will accept that leprosy has caused it, and because he didn't tell her from the start, is she still gonna love? Is she not love him, but is she still going to accept him and see him for who he is, or is she gonna walk away, like a lot of people will do when they find out the real reason for whatever it is? I don't even have a cold. It's just my nose is all blocked up for some stupid reason. I don't know. I think it's because it's really cold in here, I guess. But I've got the heating on, I can feel it, so I don't know why it's cold, but whatever. So yeah, but I'm going to put the donation thing, the details of this in the description below, because I think it's an important topic and I think a lot of people don't know about leprosy and they don't think that leprosy still exists or ever existed or whatever. But leprosy is a real thing. It's a real disease and it causes a lot of pain and heartache for a lot of people. So I think this is a good way to just get people talking and making people aware that leprosy is a thing and it's not to be ignored, because there are a lot of people that's living with it who either don't know they don't know that they've got it, or know that they've got it and keeping it to themselves, especially in England and a lot of countries like Asia, China, Africa, all those exotic places where a lot of diseases like this occurs. And I just think it's a shame that people have to live their life in fear just because you have a disability or you have a disease, or a disease that's caused a disability, and people will reject you for it. But if he does decide to tell her, and then she decides to walk away from the marriage, from the relationship, or from what they have, she never loved him in the first place. Because true love means that no matter what the person's going through, no matter about where whatever's caused the disability, they will stay with you through the end. And if she decides to walk away, then she couldn't have loved him to begin with. But I hope he does tell her. That way he will find out who she really is and find out if the love is actually real. I think that's the major turning point. Is the love real? If I tell her, will she walk or will she stay? 50-50 question, 50-50 chance of walking away and staying with him. So, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of people that are suffering through this, and especially the younger generation might not know about leprosy because their parents haven't told them about leprosy, or maybe they don't know themselves that leprosy exists or ever existed. Just because something's not talked about, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Same with mental health, same with arthritis, rheumatism, disabilities like that, some aren't talked about. And there's a lot of disabilities that's not talked about. Just because they're not talked about, it doesn't mean it don't exist. So bear in mind, people, that just because you've not heard of something before, or because your family's not spoken about it, or school doesn't talk about it, or your friends don't talk about it, it doesn't mean it don't exist. It just means that they don't know about it, and they're not clued up on what's going on. But if you Google leprosy, you will see that leprosy is a real thing. It does exist, and it affects millions of people around the world every second of every day. And people are scrutinising against it. Just like I said, there's a lot of stigma about it, and there's a lot of damage that leprosy can cause. And I just think that once people start talking about it more and make people getting the word out there, making sure that that they get checked out as well, because leprosy can happen to anyone, just like any disease, any form of disability. Anything can happen to anyone, and it's just like we all suffer from mental health, but some people suffer it more in depth than others, and people are still getting scrutinised about it because they have a mental health issue, and people will assume they're not stable, or they're not right, or they're not this, or they're not that. As long as your mental health is controlled and managed, and you talk about it more to people that will understand you, then you will be okay, because you have someone to talk to. There are people that you can talk to about leprosy or any other form of disability or mental health issues. Just look on the Google search and type in mental health or leprosy or whatever, and you will find lots of information on that. But I'm just trying to find if there's a website I could link. Yeah, I will also link the website for the leprosy mission, along with the donation thing as well, if you would like to donate on that. And I will also upload the phone number as well, so you can get in touch with them. And if you want more information on that, that would be great. Oh, it's available to download from healnepal.org.uk, and it's UK aid. So I will put that in the description below with a bit of information, and you can have a look at it for yourself and check it out. But as I say, if whoever donates from the 27th of January, which is past, but you've got till the 27th of January to the 27th of April, and the government will double whatever you donate. So you still got till the 27th of April this year to donate, and the government will... You can donate at any time, but the government will double your donation up until the 27th of April this year. But yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think it's something that needs to be, like I say, people need to talk about this more. People need to be aware that leprosy does exist and it is a real thing and it's a real disease and it affects millions of people around the world. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to be getting cut off soon. So we will talk. We'll talk later. We'll make another video soon, and maybe we'll talk about leprosy a bit more. And if you like more information, or you want to comment about leprosy or any mental health issues, or you want to comment on any disability or anything to do with prison, or you want to comment on whatever, as long as it is positive, then please drop comments below and I always comment back, always. Or if you want to DM me privately, follow all my social medias and we can talk privately through that as well. But yeah, so I'm going to leave it here for now. I should be at college today, but I've got the council coming to sort out the repairs and stuff. So I am just waiting on that, and I'm doing so that gives me time to catch up on my coursework and do everything else that I need to do. Yeah, so that's about it for now. I will talk to you guys again later. So for now, see you later. Enjoy the rest of your day.